Alright guys, welcome back. So it's been a couple days since we have talked about this one, and pretty much when was it? Everyone was freaking out about this name. So I was talking about this one when? So somewhere around 10 bucks, I think. I was saying that it is still in a denial stage. It could definitely come down to a 50-day moving average, or if it cracks above these resistance levels of 1177, it could possibly squeeze. And I think I have gone through the short squeeze data, which exactly what happens. And at the same time, it moved slightly above its range, but nothing unusual happened. So I shared this data where, okay, so every time I'm looking at the stock, I'm pretty much talking about all three scenarios: up, down, sideways, and a lot of people pretty much listen to what they want to listen to. So this is the data I shared, which is not complete, but I trust the rest of the exchanges. It's not complete because not all exchanges share this data for free. Some, CBOE doesn't share it, but everybody else, other exchanges, they share this data, which what is it? It means basically total daily shorted volume and total daily long volume. Okay, and then I shared this data from 15th to 17th. So basically 3 days in a row, 15th of January, 16th, 17th. This stock had very high shorting volume, meaning from the total reported shares, total volume, 59%, 59%, 59% of that volume those particular days. Which are those days? Those days are right here: Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It was short volume, okay, mostly. And as soon as it cracked this level, yeah, it took some of those people for a ride, for a squeeze. It's not like all of a sudden people started coming in and deciding that this stock is a generational opportunity and it's going to run away. It's just a short squeeze, okay? And you can see that very particular day, the short volume that day when it squeezed dropped to 37%. Why? Well, because some of these people in the previous 3 days they were shorting, they panicked, they covered it, okay? And then last 2 days after that squeeze, well, we're back to shorting the stock. The volume, 53% was shorted 22nd, and then today on 23rd, 61% of total reported shares, they were shorted again. So when does short squeeze happen? Well, it's not always easy to read for many traders, but when you see a volatile stock and at the same time stock that has a smaller market capitalization, total market capitalization of this stock 3.7 billion right here right now, and there's a lot of options coming in, and it's highly shorted. Anytime you see stock trades above those shorted levels, which was 1177 highest from those 3 days, as soon as it gets back above it, you're going to see people start covering. And that's exactly what happened. But at the same time, this stock had $2.73 average true range, meaning daily range of the stock was that much on average. But that particular day when it squeezed, it moved outside of the range and it moved $3.60 that particular day. Okay. Nothing unusual if this stock moves 20%, because that's the range it has right now. For the last 14 trading sessions, it has been volatile, and that's the range of it. As that range gets lower and lower, when it does get lower, well, when you see the stock trade with lower range, just like it did yesterday, today, and at the same time, you will see the volume of the stock decline, just like we have been seeing. So this is a squeeze day. So the volume was declining right here, and some short sellers felt very comfortable trying to fade it, and then they got caught off guard right here. And now stock has been fading again in the last, after this move, fading lower and lower, meaning the volume has been coming down. Okay, so as volume declines or it stabilizes, let's say at certain level, let's say it trades with 150, 120, 130 million volume daily for the let's say next 5 trading sessions, a lot of option premium is going to get killed. IV will crush, because option traders, option market makers have priced that average to range baked into these implied moves that you see on all of these expiration dates, right? So this is the option chain of the stock, and you can see that it's implying by January 31st, by the end of next week, $3 up or down. What does $3 up or down mean for the stock? That means 25% up or down. So if you see the stock move 25%, if I see it, it's not a surprise to me, because that's the range of the stock. It has been moving with this range, but I also have been noticing that range is coming lower and lower, because a couple of weeks ago, that week where it dropped pretty big, this has contributed a lot to bake up, pretty much jack up the prices of options. And that's why I didn't feel like trading these moves, because I trade mainly options. So that's why my last 3 days, my focus was on quantum names, where I felt like I had a little bit better risk reward to trade. And I was trading NNE, I was watching Oklo, SMR, all these pretty much the nuclear names. Okay, so but this is still on my watch list. There are 2 things I'm watching from here now. So what's now from here? Well, I'm going to be watching the gap fill area of $17.50, this range. If it fills this gap, sure, no problem. I will watch this name to the upside. Okay. But if it stays in this range, I'm neutral right here, right now. So right here, right now, for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trading sessions, still stock after pulling back this much, it is still in a sort of an uptrend, but I called it on my title saying that this is a denial stage. And I'm still thinking that this is denial stage, unless I am proven wrong and this gap gets filled and it goes right back to, say, this gap fill area, and I would be watching $20 area as a breakout area. Since I trade a lot of breakouts, I would be attracted at those levels. But right here, right now, trying to play a guessing game to the upside or downside without seeing any significant option trades being executed on this name, I'm not interested. I'm not seeing any significant trades for this name in terms of like option activity. There's one sitting for February 21st. And again, I don't know if it's closing price or if someone has accumulated. I will check it tomorrow. But this is the only thing that was standing out to me. 5,000 orders today, $10 strike price, February 21st, 2025. There's already 7,800 open interest, but today 5,000 traded. So it could be closing trade. But I will check it tomorrow. If that's the case, there's nothing standing out to me. There's also $15 strike right here, has 16,000 open interest. But again, I haven't seen those trades, and I cannot tell if those could be also selling option. Let's take a look, actually. Those could be selling, basically, or they hope to collect premium, because I'm not seeing one large order or 1 day of large order coming in and trading those strikes. So, but again, right here, right now, in general, quantum, it's still on my watch list, but what is happening? There's not much happening. Volume is declining. I think implied vol IV is going to crush. The options are going to become a little bit cheaper and cheaper, and the range of this stock gets tighter and tighter. and it's been pretty much moving from headline to headline. That's what it is. So it's just popping anytime any headline, significant headline with these names, and it's pretty much dropping if there's anybody is saying anything. But again, I'm not interested to trade it either side, up or down, unless there's breakout or breakdown. So the breakdown for me would be this stock maybe cracks below these 11.77, and if it starts fading, yeah, I would be watching $8.50. That's the 50-day moving average area. I would be watching this area as a support, and then I have a support alert right here at $6, and then yeah, 200-day moving average somewhere around $2.75. But again, keep an eye on filings, SEC filings. I haven't watched anything, but I don't think they can do any offering up until the end of February, I believe. Last time they did $2 offering. So we'll see up until then. I mean, if volume gets lower, I mean, you got to watch out if you're options trader. But so far, I mean, this is the average volume, okay? So it's just retracing from these elevated volumes of, well, that particular day right here when it had 2 days of a squeeze where it moved 50-60%. It moved like with 300-400 million volume. I mean, today we had 133 million volume. So momentum is not there because attention is going elsewhere, and people are. This is the market. Yeah, you will see people's attention shift as other names become attractive. Such as I was watching nuclear names. The volume was there. So this is the case with day traders. I mean, they will keep shifting their attention from one thing to another shiny thing, make money, and then if quantum becomes attractive again, I mean, people will come into quantum. But so far, yeah, I think implied volatility is going to crush, which means it can stay pinned at that same price, or it can decline a little bit, or it can go up a little bit. But what IV crush means is it's just range will get tighter. It's not going to move with big range, and even if it does, I mean, implied volatility may keep crashing because it's moving with lower volume now. So that's the update for Rigetti, RGTI. Maybe over the weekend we're gonna dive into other names. ionq. I watch ionq for on my watch list, but this is another name we have to watch. I mean, we can talk about this one, but same situation. Volume has been coming lower, but this is pretty much larger cap, maybe 2.5 times bigger than Rigetti market capitalization. But we'll talk about this one over the weekend. But that's what I'm watching for RGTI. So that's the update. That's what I'm thinking about. That's what I'm watching. And these videos are purely for educational and entertainment purposes only. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe. Check the links below if you want to pretty much go check out free Discord where we pretty much talk about stocks during a day. But that's the update for this name. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.